What's good, Draco Nation? It's your boy back with another reaction video, man. Listen, y'all. We back with another NBA video. Unwritten rules in the NBA. There's a couple that comes to my head. Kicking, in the balls. Maybe some weird flagrant fouls that you can't do. We're about to figure it out. You feel what I'm saying? We're about to figure out the unwritten rules in the NBA that we don't know about. Listen, y'all, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, man, for more bigger reactions. Let's get straight into it, y'all. I'm ready to see this. Let me know, because I be seeing some bullshit.
These rules seem like common sense, but many players across the league continue to break them.
Wait a minute. Hold on, y'all. Did y'all see Draymond Green get ejected for yelling at his own teammate? Only Draymond that will happen to. Nobody else on planet Earth will get ejected for yelling at his own teammate. And only Draymond. That shit was insane. The NBA, please stop it. Do something about that shit. That was terrible. I had to throw that in there because I just said
keeping up with your hygiene.
That shit was ridiculous.
Shouldn't have to be told.
Look at this shit on my
screen. If you smell horrible, get ready for players to call you out. Markieff Morris recently talked about an incident with a rookie he had while with the Suns. Morris said, "Not wanting to shower, that happens a lot. I had an incident when I was in Phoenix with a rookie who said, I don't use deodorant. I was like, whoa. You don't use deodorant.
What the fuck is going on?
Hygiene is one of the most important things in our profession. It's uncomfortable guarding somebody that stinks. That's why I had to explain
I actually never thought about that.
So it's uncomfortable for us.
I can only imagine what it was like guarding Shaq.
Growing up,
I know he missed the shower too.
And habits burned into them as a young player. This is what it took to continue evolving their game.
Get that shit out of here.
Good enough for the pros. But sometimes players have an unorthodox way of doing things.
Okay, pass.
Those habits come to light. Almost every time you see someone shoot or go up for a layup after the whistle blows, you wonder why they did that. It's mainly to keep the player in rhythm or an attempt to keep themselves out of a shooting slump.
We know that, though. That's why they block the shot when they shooting the 3 points.
Players know this. So now it's common to see a player go up and block or goaltend the player's shot after the whistle so that they don't get that rhythm. The best example of this happened in Game 3 of the 2016 Finals when Steph Curry went for a layup attempt after the whistle. And LeBron saw it and blocked it right before it entered the rim. After the block, LeBron stared Curry down in a way of saying, "No, not today." When asked about the block post-game.
All right. Hold on. That's an unwritten rule, but that shit was funny. I'm not going to lie. The way Steph Curry, first of all, he don't dunk. So when he tried to dunk, LeBron just instantly react, I got to block this shit. That's ridiculous.
LeBron said, when you have the greatest shooter in the world trying to get an easy one, it's our job to keep it out. LeBron's teammate Rajon Rondo even spoke on the topic saying, I think as a shooter, when you see the ball go in, you get confidence. You get rhythm.
It's a fact.
Blocking shots after the whistle provides a look inside the mental game, which can significantly affect
that's
the
like saying if you kick in soccer, if you kick a goal, bro, you in rhythm after that. Like you hot because your confidence is skyrocketing. Like I can really do this.
Easy shot after a play promotes positive thinking, combats nerves, reduces anxiety, alleviates pressure, and many pros agree. Making it to the NBA is already a big enough accomplishment, but when it comes to getting your own signature shoe, there's no higher honor. The only problem with that is there are way more players than there are signature shoes.
If I'm with Jordan, why am I wearing Nike anyway? Like that don't make sense.
Wear another player's shoes. This is a big no-no. You
what?
never can remember the Warriors rocking a pair of LeBrons. It just wouldn't make sense. But there's plenty of reasons many players across the league talked about wearing other players' signature shoes.
Why not, though?
And gave the answers they did. Former player Charlie Villanueva was asked about wearing someone else's shoes, and he said, "Nah, I would never do that. If we're in the same league together, I'd never do that. I would never wear LeBrons. I'd never wear KDs. I wear some Jordans."
Why though? That's odd. Like,
similar response.
Am I tripping? Like maybe it's just me. But I'm not. LeBron's is probably one of the best basketball shoes in the world. Let alone the style of the shoes is all fire. I can't wear LeBrons because I'm in the same league as him. Like what? Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm a bitch. But I ain't gonna cap.
Nope. Absolutely not.
I don't know about that one. I'm wearing LeBrons if them bitches comfortable and they look hard.
Forget about it.
Why not?
Last but not least,
especially your body ass don't got no signature shoe on your own.
Other people's stuff. Maybe when I was in college or high school or stuff like that. But now that we're all in the same league, I just don't feel comfortable doing stuff like that. One of the best stats a player can achieve is going off across the board and scoring a triple-double. But they are way more common now than they used to be. In Russell Westbrook's case,
Facts.
he averaged a triple-double for 3 years in a row, which is unheard of. Because of the spotlight on him when doing this, you can tell players pay attention to their stats way more than they used to.
Hell yeah.
Players are often
That shit was mad annoying sometimes. This nigga,
even by the opposing team.
Bro, listen, the triple-double stat will eventually fade away. Like, nobody would give a fuck. Like, it would be like scoring 10 points. Nobody gives a fuck. You can get 10 points at the free throw line. That's how that shit... Remember when Russell Westbrook won his MVP? He did that shit the very first time. I've witnessed the center literally not go for the rebound and let him get it. That's the most ugliest stat line I've ever... Like, that shit's just invalid as fuck. I ain't gonna lie, that shit's invalid.
Sometimes. But the main rule when it comes to getting such a stat line, don't fake it. During a game in 2010, Ricky Davis intentionally missed a shot in order to grab the last rebound he needed for a triple-double. He thought he'd get praise, but the players around him knew it was forced and on purpose. This made it seem worse than he had just finished a rebound short. Many injuries across the league happen each year,
That's
some worse than others. But the main injury usually has to do with a player's legs. One of the most common unwritten rules in the NBA is to play hard, but take care of other people's legs like you take care of your own. Just a slight change in direction or where a player lands has been the difference in some people's careers. Think of Kevin Durant in the 2019 finals. All he did was take a simple jump shot, but he landed awkwardly. He went down with an injury that lost him the finals, also being forced to sit out a whole year. Although not as common as
that shit
NHL
sucks.
players, bro,
I ain't gonna lie.
MLB players.
That's probably one of the worst injuries you can get in sports history. Like, cause you can't plan for it. Like, it's not a bad fall. It's all you did is a jab stab, and that motherfucker just went. Like, it was over. That shit. That's terrible. I hate to see it in the NBA, especially because it happens to the good players in the league that mean so much to their team, and then they're gone.
To the mound. The NBA still has its fair share of scuffles each year, and it's only getting worse. From the malice in the palace with the Pacers in 2004 to Karl Anthony Towns,
I ain't gonna lie, that shit was tough.
And poking each other's eyes out. These players sometimes let their emotions get the best of them. The one rule when it comes to fights in the NBA is no matter what, beyond any other ruling, you have to back up your teammates.
Oh, yeah, that's a fact. Man, nigga, if I don't back you up, right, nigga, we got a problem.
With a scuffle and ended up getting fined. After the game, he tweeted something that he would eventually delete an hour later, saying, "I love my teammates like family, but I'm done standing up for these dudes. All this does is cost me money." Barnes said,
bro, you can't say that shit out loud. Like, bro.
Who cares how much you got fined?
I guess. That's Matt Barnes, man. He don't hold his tongue for nobody.
Should be first nature. With practice sessions only lasting a few hours, there always has to be the first guy who leaves the gym, which gives everyone the okay to do so as well. The one rule with practice or a shoot-around is not to be the first player to leave the gym. The reason why this is taken so seriously is due to the nature of hard work and dedication.
But so who leaves the gym?
To get to the NBA. So veterans
if nobody leaves the gym first, when do you leave? I'm confused.
There have been
who
many
leaves?
rumors that were recently claimed as true, according to Bucks players, that over Giannis's 3-year transformation, he was the first person in the gym and the last to leave. Nobody knows how long he was.
Bro, listen, I don't care what anybody say about this man Giannis. He's like 6'11", 6'10", whatever, bro. Okay, he can't shoot the ball. He's one of the most unstoppable forces in the paint you will ever see in this league. And you can't say it's not. He made himself that way. He didn't start off that way. He made himself. Look, did you see that transformation? This nigga went from like 155 soaking wet to 250 pounds. Like, that's hard work. Dedication. He wanted a playing style that he knew could dominate in the league. He did it, and now he MVPs, defensive player of the years, whatever. That's dedication. I respect it. He still can't fuck with LeBron, but I can't hate on him.
That's definitely rubbed off on him.
Dedication.
Probably
He did.
always
He did
wondered
it.
how players know to step back and hold their hands out for high fives from teammates after
Ah,
making a free
that.
throw.
Ah, that was.
The answer
Ah,
is
that
simple.
was.
It's an
Ooh,
unwritten rule. NBA
that was
players
nasty.
across the league have come to find out that free throws are often make or break shots that can determine games or entire series. So dapping your teammate up after an attempt will only boost their confidence. 20 years ago,
Ooh, that how I ain't gonna lie, my nigga. That's probably why you got traded, because you did that shit. You got traded right then and there. It wasn't because of nothing else. You got traded because of this shit here. Ooh, that was the meanest
social media
fucking.
wasn't around to play a part in the game of basketball. But in today's
Hello?
game, it's filled with rumors,
That shit was
accusations,
terrible.
fans' assumptions, and flat-out lies. Because of how the unwritten rule is, younger players often find themselves saying or doing too much on social media that ended up getting them or their teammates in trouble. A young D'Angelo Russell learned about this the hard way. When he secretly recorded Nick Young talking about all the girls he cheated on Iggy Azalea with. This started not only a feud between Nick and Iggy, but also between Nick and D'Angelo, as well as the whole
Why would
Lakers
you like?
team.
What's
It
wrong
seems like
with
common
you?
sense not
What
to
is
record
wrong
some
with
good
you?
information and display it
What
to the
made you
world.
think that was
Other
even
than just-
slightly okay?
Sometimes NBA games are decided.
You gotta
by
watch
the
out for
final
niggas
shot
like that. I ain't gonna
in
lie.
most
You in the
cases.
NBA?
The
What
winner
is you
determined
doing?
earlier in the game if a team is winning too much to come back. When a team is leading by a huge margin, the unwritten rule is to dribble the clock out instead of running up the score out of respect. These players and teams realize they'll meet again, and unless there are some underlying issues between them, the person with the ball should know to dribble
Look
the
at
clock out.
Draymond. Look at Draymond. Look,
When we
look,
say
look.
don't go for cheap shots,
Somebody knocked
I
his
think you
ass
know
out
what
to
we
one
mean.
good time.
Hitting
Ooh.
players below the belt is something frowned upon in all sports.
Come on now, like,
Basketball, no
yeah,
foul,
that
no
shit.
protection.
Now that I
It's
looked
even
at it
more of a
again,
cheap
that
shot.
shit,
Getting into a
that is
stand-up
bad.
scuffle
That's
with someone
bad.
is something men do. But if you take cheap shots and try to sneak in
Ooh,
hits, you'll look
yeah,
down
he
on
got
it by the
all
rest
of them,
the
Jay.
league.
He got all
Maybe
his
the best
nuggets.
example of this was during the 2016 finals when during Game 4, Draymond hit LeBron below the belt, which caused him to sit out the next game. The Cavaliers would go on to win during Draymond's absence and become the only team ever.
If Draymond was in that, didn't get suspended, is the Cavs win the championship? Yes or no? Let me know.
To come back,
I think so. I think
LeBron.
LeBron's on a mission. I honestly
you've
don't
enjoyed
think
this
he
video,
was not
then
gonna
we're
lose.
sure you'll-
He was not gonna lose. I'm sorry, but listen, y'all. Unwritten rules in the NBA, man. I'm gonna be watching out for these motherfuckers. Some of these, like, I still see. So listen, y'all. Like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, man, for more banger reactions. I'll see y'all next video, y'all. Peace.